Good morning everyone. I am Johnny Jane Cagujas together with Mr. Frederick Minislay. We're going to tackle what does mathematicians do. But before that, we're going to discuss first what is mathematicians. Mathematicians came from the Greek word mathematicus, means relating to mathematics and scientific. The word mathematicus is derived from the Greek term mathemata, meaning knowledge or learning. This origin emphasizes how mathematics is deeply connected to the pursuit of understanding and knowledge. It highlights that mathematics is not just about numbers, but a discipline rooted in logical reasoning and scientific inquiry, making it fundamental in various fields, including physics, engineering, and technology. Mathematicians are the ones who study, explore, and develop mathematical theories. Mathematicians dedicated their work to uncover new ideas and principles in mathematics. For example, they might study the properties of numbers or the number theory, or explore the geometry of shapes and spaces. By developing theories, mathematicians create frameworks that can solve real-world problems such as predicting weather patterns or optimizing supply chains. Their work often bridges pure mathematics or the one focused on abstract concepts and applied mathematics who used to solve practical issues. Mathematicians also are the people who explore branches, develop models, and calculate data. Mathematics is a diverse field with many branches, such as calculus, algebra, statistics, and topology. Each branch addresses specific types of problems, from describing motions to analyzing data. Mathematicians also create models to represent real-world systems, such as spread of diseases or financial markets. By calculating data accurately, they provide essential insight that guide decision-making in areas like medicine, business, and environmental planning. Mathematicians also the one who is responsible for calculating data. They play a critical role in organizing and processing data to ensure precision in analysis. Their ability to compute and interpret numerical information is vital in solving complex problems, such as determining probabilities, analyzing trends, or optimizing resources. For example, they might calculate trajectory or a spacecraft, forecast economic growth, or develop algorithms for artificial intelligence. Then, mathematicians also contribute to scientific advancement. The mathematical discoveries often lay the foundation for innovations in science and technology. For example, calculus revolutionized physics, enables scientists to understand motion, energy, and forces. In computer science, algorithms developed by mathematicians power modern technologies like encryption and machine learning. In biology, mathematical models help predict the spread of diseases, aiding in public health responses. Without mathematics, many scientific breakthroughs would be impossible. We move on to some famous mathematicians. The first one is Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton is one of the most influential mathematicians in history. He is widely regarded as a foundational figure in mathematics, physics, and astronomy. His works in mathematics laid the groundwork for modern disciplines, making him one of history's most impactful scientists. He developed the calculus Newton. Newton is credited with co-developing calculus alongside with German mathematician Gottfried. Calculus revolutionized science by providing tools to study change and motion, which became essentials in the fields like physics, engineering, and economics. Newton specifically used calculus in his laws of motion and universal gravitation. The second one is Euclid. Euclid is a Greek mathematician and is widely regarded as the greatest mathematicians of antiquity, originating from the ancient Greece. He is also called as Euclid of Alexandria. He lived in Alexandria, Egypt, and was associated with its famous library, where much of his mathematical work was developed and preserved. He is also the founder of geometry. Euclid works elements, systematize and organize geometry into a logical framework that remains influential. He is also the father of geometry. These titles reflects his foundational contributions to the subject, establishing axioms and proofs still studied today. So the third one is Pythagoras. Pythagoras is an ancient Greek philosopher and mathematician. He was a pre-Socratic thinker who explored in philosophy, mathematics, and mysticism. He is known for his contributions to Hellenistic arithmetic, geometry, and mathematics. He is most famous for the Pythagorean theorem, a fundamental principle in geometry. His school of thought also influenced number theory and mathematical relationships. So the last one is David Hilbert. David Hilbert is a German mathematician. He was a prominent figure in mathematics during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. He reduced geometry to a series of axioms. He redefined geometry by establishing a formal, axiomatic foundation, ensuring logical consistency. He contributed to the establishment of formalistic foundations of mathematics. Hilbert advanced the field of mathematical logic and formalism, emphasizing rigor and abstraction in mathematical proofs and structures. So now, we move on to our main topic. What does mathematicians do? So they advance human knowledge and understanding of the world. Mathematicians contribute to the progress of human understanding by uncovering patterns, principles, and structures that describe how the world works. Their works help explain natural phenomena, advance technology, and solve real-world problems. They help society by providing rigorous analysis and critical thinking. By applying logical reasoning and precision, mathematicians support various fields, such as science, engineering, economics, and policy making. Their critical thinking ensures accurate and effective solution to complex societal issues. So they study mathematics and solve complex queries. Mathematicians delve into the study of theoretical and applied mathematics to answer intricate questions. This can range from abstract problems in a pure mathematics to practical applications like optimizing systems or improving algorithms. They analyze data and apply computational methods. In the age of big data, mathematicians play a crucial role in processing and interpreting data. They use computational tools and mathematical techniques to derive meaningful insights and make data-driven decisions in industries like healthcare, finance, and technology. Lastly, they create mathematical models and frameworks. Mathematicians design models to represent real-world systems and predict their behavior. These frameworks are essential in fields like climate science, engineering, and economics, enabling better understanding and decision-making.
Since you're already familiar with some of the mathematicians that discussed by Ms. Cagujas, we will now move on into the discussion of different types of mathematicians and their role and responsibilities. Have you ever wondered who designed the apps we use, or how we predict the weather? Behind these amazing achievements, of course, there are mathematicians. They use mathematics to solve problems and most importantly, to improve our lives. Good morning everyone, I am Frederick Minislay and I am here to show you how mathematics isn't just about numbers. It is about discovering the secrets of the world and solving real-life problems. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating world of mathematicians and how they make life better for us. And now let's proceed to the different types of mathematicians. To begin with the theoretical mathematicians. The theoretical mathematicians, they focus on the theoretical aspect of mathematics. Second is they explore abstract concepts. They develop new mathematical theories, proofs, and structures. Their work involves areas such as number theory, algebra, and etc. Meaning, this type of mathematicians are the thinkers who explore abstract ideas. They focus on the why behind math, developing new theories and proofs. You just imagine them as artists of mathematics working on things like number theory or algebra. And the second mathematicians was the applied mathematics. They solve real-world problems using math principles. They work scientists, engineers, and professionals, physics, computer science, economics, finance, and engineering. They develop models, algorithms, and computational tools. Lastly, address challenges with practical applications. So meaning the applied mathematicians, these are the problem solvers of the real world. They work with engineers, scientists, or even doctors to solve everyday lives, just like improving computers or helping predict weather patterns. Right? Alright. So the thirdly is the mathematical physicist. Mathematical physicist is the study math foundation of physical phenomena. Use mathematics to describe physical theories, quantum mechanics, relativity, and statistics. They develop frameworks for natural laws, and they explain and understand the universe. Meaning, this third type of mathematicians is the mathematical physicists. Meaning, they combine mathematics with science to understand the universe. Just for example, they help explain things like gravity or quantum mechanics. It is mathematics that help us know how the stars and atoms works, right? The fourthly is the financial and quantitative analysis, or so-called quants. The expert in math and stats for finance. They create models and analyze trends. They develop strategies and assess risks. Banks, hedge funds, and investment firms, they optimize financial decisions. That is the financial quantitative analysis, or so-called quants. Meaning, if I'm going to explain this, these mathematicians work with numbers in finance. They develop tools to assess risk, predict market trends, and make smart decisions about money. And they use banks accounts and investment firms. Right? Understand? And lastly is the statistician. The statistician is the expert in collecting and analyzing data. They develop models to interpret data sets. They draw conclusions and provide insights. They healthcare, market research, finance, and government. They support data-driven decision making. Meaning, the statistician is the experts collect and analyze data to find patterns and draw conclusions. They help in areas like healthcare, just like to track diseases, right? Market research, and even sports. It's their job to make sense of large amount of information, right? And that is the 5 common type of statisticians. There are many more, but only 5 that I included here because sobrang dami nila. And trivia about the statisticians. Statisticians use data analysis to help discover the link between smoking and lung cancer, saving countless lives through awareness campaign. You get it? And now let's dive into the duties and responsibilities of the mathematician. The duties and responsibilities, including mathematicians conduct through research to uncover mathematical concepts and principles. Of course, their work on formulating new theories, and solving intricate problems by studying patterns, structures, and relationships. They expand mathematical knowledge. Logical reasoning and advanced mathematical methods are used for deeper understanding. And of course, their work drives innovation and progress within the field of mathematics. These duties and responsibilities is number one is research and discover, right? Mathematicians study patterns, relationship, and principles. They aim to uncover new ideas and understand how math connects to the world. Just example, for instance, mathematicians conduct research to uncover patterns and develop new theories, solving complex problems using logical, reasoning, and mathematical techniques. A mathematician might analyze data to identify trends in climate change, using mathematical models to predict future temperature changes. Right? Alright. Letter B is to solve the problem solving. Problem solving, mathematicians excel at solving intricate problems. Of course, they use mathematical principles to address relationship word problems. Their work spans science, engineering, finance, and technology. They create models, design algorithms, and develop computational tools. And of course, they provide innovative solutions to complex issues. Letter B, these duties and responsibilities of mathematicians was to solve problems. Whether it's designing a bridge, improving a robot, or figuring out how to save money. Mathematicians create models and tools that solve real-life problems. For instance, mathematicians use their problem-solving skills to develop models and algorithms that address real-world issues across science, engineering, finance, and technology. Alright? Lastly is the theoretical development. Under this, we have mathematicians design and enhance mathematical frameworks. They propose conjectures and craft detailed mathematical proofs. Work involves improving and expanding theories. They utilize rigorous analysis and logical deduction to ensure accuracy, dive into the abstract concept, deepen mathematical understanding. With this, the theoretical development, the theoretical work, they explore abstract ideas, test theories, and make proofs to deeper our understanding of mathematics. Just for instance, the mathematicians advance mathematical knowledge by developing new theories, proving conjectures, and refining existing frameworks through rigorous analysis and logical reasoning. And that is the three duties and responsibilities of the mathematicians.
In this video, we will talk about what mathematicians do. First, let's talk about who mathematicians are. Who do you think of when you think of a mathematician? Do you think of somebody old and kind of funny looking like Albert Einstein? Yeah, this is who people tend to think of when they think of mathematicians. But mathematicians can also be women. For example, this is a woman who worked for NASA. She was represented in the movie Hidden Figures. She is a mathematician. Construction workers are also mathematicians. Anytime you're using math in your life, in your job, or to solve problems, you're considered a mathematician. So athletes are also considered mathematicians because they use math and numbers. But most importantly, you are a mathematician. Anytime you use math to make sense of your world or to solve problems, you can be considered a mathematician. Now, what do mathematicians do? Pause the video here and brainstorm some things that mathematicians do. When you're done, press play. What do mathematicians do? Here are some things that you might have said. You might have said they count. They use numbers. They solve problems. They measure. These are things that mathematicians do, but there are also some other habits that mathematicians have, or some other things that mathematicians do. They do things like they make mistakes, and they learn from those mistakes. They try and try again. When something doesn't work, they think about how they can try it differently. They also ask questions. They ask questions of themselves. For example, what would work here? But they also ask each other questions, and they help each other. Mathematicians work together. These are things that you will do in the classroom this year as you are a mathematician. Mathematicians also use shapes. Today, as you are a mathematician, you will use shapes to solve a puzzle. You can find a website below this video to access the digital shapes that you will use. These shapes are called a tangram puzzle. Tangram puzzles were invented hundreds of years ago, and they are composed of 7 shapes that can be put together to make new shapes or new images. As you work with these shapes, you can flip them or rotate them. Now remember, you will make mistakes as you work with these shapes. That is what's supposed to happen. Mathematicians make mistakes, they learn from their mistakes, and they try and try again. Mathematicians also ask themselves questions. How can I rearrange these shapes? And you might even need to take some time to talk to a friend or work together. Now, let's take a look at our task. Our task today has 3 parts. The first challenge is the easiest, the second challenge is a little bit harder, and the last challenge, well, that one's nearly impossible. You might need to talk to some friends and get some help. Let's take a look. Challenge number 1 asks you to use these 5 shapes to make a rectangle. Number 2 asks you to use these 5 shapes to make a square. Challenge number 3 asks you to use all 7 shapes to make a square. Now let's stop the video here and go to the link below the video. When you click on the link, take some time to get used to moving the shapes around before you do your challenges 1.
And now, so we always ask why this matters. All of these roles, of course, all of these roles makes our life better, whether it's by building safer cars, predicting earthquakes, or even creating fun video games. Mathematics is everywhere, and these professionals make it work for us, right? And as you've seen today, mathematics isn't just about solving equations. It's about solving real-world problems and shaping the future. No matter what career you choose, mathematics will always be there to guide you and help you succeed.